Hi. Hi. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you've joined today. I am Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas, and I have been a demonstrator for 18 years. So that's exciting. I get to do it full time now. I've always had a job up until the last year or so, and in addition to Stampin' Up!, and now I get to do it full time. So that's very exciting. I'm going to get this a little larger here on my computer screen so I can see your comments when you come in. Would love to know who you are and where you're from. If you'll put that in the comments, that would be great. I'll try to keep up with them as I go. I'm just going to quickly kind of go through how to make this card, which is one of 16 that we made at my retreat this last weekend. And we had a great time. It was a ton of die cutting and work ahead of time and prepping, but it was so worth it in the end for everybody to enjoy it. So please do let me know if you're watching, and you're welcome to watch on YouTube or Facebook anytime, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I'm happy to help you anytime. Just contact me at kelly@createwithkelly.com. And I'd be happy to help you with your Stampin' Up! Needs. It's kind of getting that time of year where you want to start making a Christmas wish list, and I'll be glad to help you with those. We're going to get this card going. I'm going to show you really quickly, if you haven't seen my other videos that I've been working on the last day or two. These are the cards that we've made over the weekend. Last weekend at my retreat, we made 16 cards. And I will have a PDF tutorial available fairly soon. I've really been working on that and working on the videos for each one. So I hope you're as excited about the cards as I am. I think I just lost somebody. I guess somebody had already seen those cards and didn't want to see them again. Sorry about that. But I hope you will stay tuned for how to make this card. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to start with, this is going to be mostly the Bright and Merry and Bright Christmas set. And it's really, we don't have to have the bundle for this one, but you believe me, you want the bundle if you get it. The dies are awesome too, to go with the stamp set. And then we also use, let's see, that is the Merry and Bright stamp set and dies. And then we also use the Tailored Tags dies for the little Crush Curry tag there. And then the Stylish Shapes dies, we use the largest and the next to largest on that one. And then on my sample, I use the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder. And that's what's on the supply list below this channel, I believe. I mean, below this video. But we're also, today, I use the Basics 3D little crosshatch one. I thought that looked cute too. So we're going to try that out. Got our little kit ready so that for those of you who buy a class to go or the PDF tutorial, I hope you will enjoy putting this together, and you'll have quick instructions here. I think I made kind of narrowed my field here when I repositioned my phone stand. Probably have it a little, I was trying to make it closer for you to see the card better, but it's not giving me much room to work. So when you use this particular embossing folder, it does tend to kind of curl up that other side, and because it's a 3D embossing folder, I guess. So just work with it on the crease to really get that to lay flat for you. Work it on both sides with your bone folder. There's that step. And next we'll go ahead and put our little lights on. I'm just using a liquid glue. And you can use Stampin' Seal if that's your preferred glue of choice, or your green glue or Tombow, whatever liquid glue you like. Any of those will work on this. And you just want to add that to the front, to the left, where you've got an even border all the way around. And these lights are multi-directional. I wanted them strung across, but it doesn't matter if it's up or down because all the lights are going every which way. All right, and we've already got the The Marion Bright, I'm going to go ahead. I've die cut that out with the tailored tags that I showed you. We'll get that little thing poked out. And then you can just tie a little bow. This is the Parakeet Party ribbon, metallic woven ribbon, I think is what it's called. And I swear to goodness, I have used this on a ton of projects. I just can't even tell you how many projects, because this really, it's a lovely green, and it goes not just with Parakeet Party, which I don't use that often, but it goes great with Granny Apple Green, and it looks good with Shaded Spruce. I mean, it doesn't match Shaded Spruce, of course, but it looks good with it. Looks good with just about all the greens, but really, Granny Apple is great. And Lemon Lime Twist, I've used it with both of those and with Parakeet Party. So just tying a little bow on the end. How cute is that? I'm going to tighten that up a little. I got that a little bit twisted, but you know, when you're on the air, it is just harder to tie a bow for some reason. Get it where you want it, and then pull both ends, pull the loop and the tail at the same time, and that'll tighten that knot. Okay, we've got our little ribbon scissors over here. They're not little, but I save them for ribbon scissors, so I won't ruin my paper. There goes my ruler. Well, hopefully I won't need it because it just hit the floor. Okay, we're going to kind of audition our pieces, see where we want this. And I wanted this close to the edge here, and I wanted it where this was over, just kind of chose in between the lights, or however you want to do it is just hunky-dory. This can go flat. Again, with your liquid glue or your seal. Let's see how we like this. And I didn't want this end showing or anything, but I don't think it's going to, no matter where I put that circle. So I don't know why I had a fussy time last time putting this on, or seemed to. Who knows? This could have been one of those days. Okay, now we're going to have this toward the edge, not totally at the end, kind of as far up as I can have it without that end showing. You don't want that, so you want it overlapped a bit. But it'll kind of go just about anywhere. Alrighty, now we will get to stamping. That's the fun part, right? Okay. And all those little leftover strips you have after doing your, let's see if we've got any comments here. I forget to check those. After you cut your insides out for your cards in the 4 by 5 1/4, you always have leftovers left. I'm going to go ahead and glue that. That's going to go on the inside. And this strip is 1 inch, I believe. And of course I do need that ruler that hit the ground. Let's see if I can get to it. Not really that one. So let's get a grid paper. I think these are 1 inch. Yeah, the Poppy Parade strip is 1 inch, and this DSP is 3/4 inch by 4. I believe it's 4, not, yeah, 4, because the inside white piece is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that before I lose that piece. Little glue mat. Get that done. Okay, I'm not going to glue it onto my white piece because I might make a mistake stamping. So we don't want that. We want to have a do-over spot. Okay, we're going to stamp. And I'm going to do the A this time. Try that, see if we like it. It doesn't matter what order you do these in or anything. on your little strips. We're going to fussy cut those out. So on this one, we're going to add A and see if we like it. And you really have to get this coated really well with these blocks. And I would turn it over and look and make sure you've got it coated well. And they don't have to be exactly straight on here because you're going to cut them out anyway. Okay, we're going to do Mary in Poppy Parade. That was Blueberry Bushel for the A. Oops, kind of lost that, didn't I? I was trying to clean that off. Let me take it to the chamois. That seems like it had like a little piece of lint or something. I can't imagine that in West Texas. Let's see if I can get that off of there. So you can kind of see it on the stamp. There we go. Hopefully that took care of it. Might be a piece of glitter or who knows. Okay, so we've got the Mary inked up well, looks like, from the front, from the back. Good to go. And you don't have to leave much room in between those. That's not perfect. Let's do it one more time. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I think I was rushing there. We're going to straight down, use some pressure, straight back up. Much better. Okay. Now, while I have the shaded spruce out, shaded spruce, Poppy Parade, we're going to do this other stamping on the bulb because that's just the way I roll. Okay. Okay, we're going to put this one over to the left, kind of slanted in a bit. There we go. And set that aside. Clean, clean, clean as we go, so we won't make such a mess. Okay, now we've got in bright, which we're going to do in Lemon Lime Twist on this one. I did it with Greeny Apple Green on the other card, and that way you get to see the difference of how that looks. Lemon Lime Twist with the same bulb. Kind of turn it a little bit this way. It's pretty bright, right? Do y'all like bright colors? Are you bright people? Or this has a little bit more of the traditional red and green in it than some of the other cards that I've done, but it also has the fun Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, Blueberry Bushel, also in that designer series paper. So you can pick up any of those colors that you want that's in that paper. Okay, so we've got the Lemon Lime Twist done. Now we're going to do the In Bright while we've got that color out. Let's see where that is, right here. Stamp that really well, get that coated. Ooh, I barely got that one in there, didn't I? It's a little hard to see with the camera right there. All right, we've got that done. And we're going to go next to Christmas in Shaded Spruce. That's not in Christmas, that's Bright. Okay, Christmas in Shaded Spruce. Getting that coated really well. That's pretty good. Needs a little more around the S. All right, that should do it. Straight down, let it have time to soak in. It's got that solid background. And that's got a little bitty dot there, but that's not really going to bother me. If it bothers you, you could restamp it. But today we're just getting this tutorial done so that everybody who has this kit to go, or if y'all get the PDF tutorial and want to make a bunch of them at home, it's easy for you to do that. Okay, we've got the shaded spruce we're going to use for our little base. We're going to use some pressure, make sure that stays on there long enough to get a good solid image there. And on here. Press it down, hold it. There we go, yay. We have cute little light bulbs. And I already asked this on another video, so I don't know if you're watching, if you're both watching or what, but that watched the other one. But I'm just curious as to whether y'all like these skinny bulbs, like the long and skinny light bulbs for your Christmas tree like this, or if y'all do the rounded ones like that. What do y'all put on your tree? Just curious to see. If you want to leave that in the comments, that would be interesting to see. Okay, we're going to use our little cord, I guess, cord string. It's a string of lights, but it's a cord that goes around them, so I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to just make sure that runs through there. We don't necessarily need that little loop-de-loop, but it wouldn't hurt to have a little of it. Straight down, use some pressure, make sure we get a good solid image of that dark green. Cute. Little confusing right there how that ended up, but I think it's going to work for this purpose. Clean that off really quickly. And then we're going to do the inside, which has to you and yours. So we have a merry and bright Christmas to you and yours. All right, that's going to be in blueberry bushel again. We're going to put this shaded spruce up. All done with that. To you and yours. Just make sure you get a good solid image. Use some pressure. Straight down. Pressure, pressure. Anytime there's a reversed out font like that with a big background. Hey Janice, thanks for watching. Glad you tuned in. Yeah, we have skinny lights on our TV, our TV, our Christmas tree too. We used to have the other kind of bulbs, but we've been doing the skinny lights. We do the white ones and then do colored, all different colored Christmas ornaments that are kind of not all different colors. We usually stick to kind of my color scheme I have in the house, which is more of the blues and greens, and we have little pops of red here and there, but I don't really do traditional ornaments or traditional colors. They're more of the merry and bright like these. That's just right up my alley. Okay, all we're going to do is cut these out really quickly, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. This was not supposed to be stamped on there. It was supposed to be stamped on here. Let's do that real quick so I don't have to cut that out. We're going to do that like this. So I will ink that up again. I was talking and not paying attention. Have y'all ever done that? Hello again, Kathy. Glad you've joined also. Glad you're back. Thanks for tuning in again. Hope you're getting some ideas for Christmas cards. Have y'all started making your Christmas cards yet? I have not started mine. I have been working on cards for classes so much that I have not done my own. Okay, I'm going to estimate that that's going to go about right there so that I know where to stamp this. Try to get it fairly straight. Straight down, use some pressure, hang out a couple seconds. There we go. to you and yours. Sorry, hit the camera there. All right, let me clean that off real quickly and we will move along. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I'm always happy to have you watch and help and share and all of the above. We'll get that out of the way before I get my hands in it again. Okay, we can go ahead and do this, finish our inside, and then we'll fussy cut those little greetings for the outside. And I just like the way this brings in the fact that this is stacked with the red and this one is stacked, and brings in the colors that are on the strip of designer series paper, all that. So I just designed it that way. You can do even more simple insides, or you can add even more elaborate ones, whatever you would like to do. But if you're making lots, multiples means simpler to me. But this is a fairly easy way to do it using that designer series paper. And I'm going to yank that up really quickly. I should have trimmed that on the back just a tad. It's hanging over just a little bit. We'll see if we're going to add a little more glue. So since I let that dry a bit, you don't need a ton, but you need it covered. Wipe that on my little wet wipe. And here we go. You should have, this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Easy peasy inside. And we've got the outside almost ready. We're just going to trim these up really quickly. We have, oh, Janice, haven't been able to make Christmas cards yet due to broken wrist. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, good luck starting this weekend. That'll be great. So sorry you've had a broken wrist. That is tough when you're a crafter, isn't it? Whew. I had a knee replaced a couple of years ago, and I was down for a while, but at least it didn't affect my crafting. I could sit up, prop it up. I could do a lot of different things once I got motivated to do so. So I'm glad you're healing from your wrist, Janice. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope I can give you some ideas. I can't believe we had people in our neighborhood with their Christmas lights already up, not just up, but on probably 2 weeks before Halloween. It's getting earlier and earlier every year, isn't it? Have y'all noticed that in your neighborhood? That's just wild. I haven't really seen that many have them on before Halloween. You know, I get putting them up because the Christmas light guys that put them up have to start somewhere to get to everybody before Christmas, but still, oh my goodness. And I saw a little post today. Rebecca, one of my Stampin' Up! Team members, Rebecca Thomas, she posted a little thing on Facebook that was really cute that said something to the effect that everybody who is, or that a lot of the people who are celebrating Christmas and go ahead and put it up early, it doesn't mean that they're not thankful and that they're not going to celebrate Thanksgiving also. It just means Christmas brings them a lot of joy and they love it and they want to enjoy it as long as possible. So that's why they start early. And that makes a lot of sense. I think that's kind of a fun way to look at it. So to each his own on how early you start. I am happy whenever our guy who comes to put lights up, I'm happy for him to come. And I will turn them on now that it's after Halloween. I do. I used to say Thanksgiving first, but now I really do enjoy just the whole spirit of Christmas because I am a Christian and I do believe that Jesus was born on earth and is Son of God, Son of Man, both. So I do celebrate that. And I know we have a lot of other fun things that go along with Christmas, but the real reason for the season I do believe in. So Okay, now let's get our foam adhesive strips, and that's perfect for these. If you haven't tried these or don't have any of these, you can use the edges from your Stampin' Dimensionals. You want to make sure you're trimming this to about the size. You definitely don't want it hanging off, but you want it to cover most of your little greeting. And it doesn't have to be exactly straight. And we might want to kind of audition these pieces and see exactly where they're going to go. And we might, do we want it straight? I shouldn't have taken the backing off of that because I didn't really play with it to see if it's going to work if I do them at an angle. Merry, if I do Merry and Bright, like at an angle like that. Do y'all like that? Or do you like it straight? And do y'all like that with the A? I think it's going to have to be straight to fit. Do y'all like the A, or do you like just the plain Merry Christmas? Merry and Bright Christmas. What do you think? Do we need the A? Or do we not need the A? What do you think? Janice and Kathy, who have been commenting. I'll give you a minute. I'll go ahead and put the backs on all these, and then we will decide. But isn't this a fun card? This is just a really fun pack of paper with all the light bulbs and the greetings, and it's a lot of fun. So I have a lot of fun cards, and then I have several religious cards also that I'll be showing you that are out of this same retreat that we did recently, and will be on the same PDF tutorial. Okay, A. Oh no, we have one vote for A and one vote for no. Dang. Well, I guess since I already have one without it, we'll go ahead and do this one with it. And then we can go, whoop, Kelly, that was a mistake, or that's kind of cute. That way y'all know if you decide to make this card, I'm barely going to lay that on there just so for positioning I can tell if I've made a big mistake. That's a little crooked. It's not really, doesn't have to be exact because these are not cut exactly straight, and it's just a whimsical, fun thing. Who's judging, right? Hopefully no one. Okay, we'll have to move it down just a tad to fit the A. Gonna kind of almost butt those right up next to each other. I'm probably really showing my double chin. I probably got to get myself. Oh, dang it. And I forgot again. Y'all remind me to switch this where that is bigger. I meant to have that bigger for y'all. So sorry. I get in a hurry because I'm trying to do a bunch of videos and get these out for folks. Since I have all the cards done and I'm working on the tutorials, I want to get the videos done. So that's why I'm rushing through a bunch of them. But that kind of fills the space, adding the A, because I moved the Christmas down a bit. And that kind of forms a little tree, right? It kind of reminds me of the card I just did on the other video, which is, let's see if I have it handy still. Goodness gracious, how can I lose it that fast? See, when you can use those greetings, if y'all didn't see this one, I have another video on this one. But that's spread out a little more, and that is just cute as can be, I think. How fun is that to play with these? And then, of course, we want some Wink of Stella on our little bulbs to make them look shiny. And that will do it for that card. Do y'all like which one do you like better? The left or the right? This one has a little bit different embossing folder, and it has the A. Otherwise, they're pretty close. Oh, and that has the lemon lime twist. So, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Janice. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Thanks so much. This is just a great set, Kathy. It is very versatile. You'll see if you watch some more videos in the next few days. I'll show you a lot of different things you can do with this set. So thanks so much for tuning in. I will let y'all go, and I'm probably going to do another one tonight. We shall see. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If y'all need anything, please use my host code when you're placing your Stampin' Up! Orders. And if you have any questions, let me know. Happy to help. Thanks again for tuning in. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.